Hi, thank you for joining us on this episode of Sports Bets for Free. My name's Scott Jenkins, your host, just a local sports bettor here in Phoenix, Arizona, and hopefully today with our bets and your bets, it's going to be another profitable day for you. NBA playoffs, May 11th for us here. We got two games going on Saturday. We got game 3 in both series here. So Thunder and Mavs up first, and then Celtics Cavs a little bit later on in today. So we got day basketball as well in this one. So we'll take a look at both these games, give you all of our bets in these ones. So make sure you stand by here. Round 2, like I mentioned, 12:30 out here in Phoenix for the first game, 3:30 Eastern time. Thunder are going to the Mavs. Series tied up 1-1. So let's break down the series so far. Game 1, we saw the Thunder come out and done what they've pretty much done the entire time, right? Which is win pretty handily, except for like game 1 against the Pels, stuff like that, when they looked a little nervous. But they won game 1 handily in this one by 20 plus points, held the Mavs to 95. Game 2, the Mavs come out and they make some shots, and they've hit at a pretty high clip. And in the fourth quarter, game was tight, kind of back and forth. The Thunder went ice cold and therefore lost the game. Game got a little out of control in that one. Luka finally did hit 4 threes for the first time in the playoffs. He got hot early, didn't shoot many of them late. Kyrie, besides the scoring aspect, actually played pretty well. Seemed like a lot of the offense went through Kyrie, or he was a great distributor in that one there. SGA did his deal. He got another over 6 assists again. I think he was at 8 or 9 in that particular game to go with the game 1 9 as well. So let's be honest, game 2, Chet Holmgren offensively was a dud. Jalen Williams played pretty well, but you didn't see a lot from Carson Wallace or Dort, or Josh Giddey's been well below average. In fact, we're probably going to see maybe a little bit more Aaron Wiggins in this series, I think, going forward. Wiggins cashed a big tickets for us on the other night, last game with 1+3 as well. So, and let's go to the Mavericks side. Daniel Gafford has had a monster series so far. I'm pretty sure the Thunder might figure out a way to slow down Gafford. PJ Washington shot out of his mind. We don't expect Washington to ever shoot like that again, ever. And then Gafford, we expect to get slowed down maybe a little bit here in game 3. The Mavs, for some reason as well, have been they've been pretty strong on the road, but home's been a little bit of a question mark. So what are we expecting here in game 3? Well, we're expecting what we saw in game 1 to really take place here. So getting the points with the Thunder here, 2.5 to 3, depending on what book you're at. They're also plus money on the money line. Total around 218. We really like the Thunder a lot in this one, to be honest with you. Anytime I can get the Thunder against anybody at plus points, I'm going to be pretty interested. This team is top 5 offensively efficiency-wise and top 5 defensive efficiency as well. Great stats there for the gamblers, so to speak, when they're looking at that. Those books look at that a lot too. There's going to be hot shooting nights and cold shooting nights. It's the same thing like in the Celtics and the Cavs in game 2. Celtics couldn't have shot any worse. Cavs haven't shot any better. Same type of thing we think happened in this Thunder Mavs series in this one here. So we're going to roll with the Thunder like I mentioned. We'll go through those bets. The player prop market is getting tight, folks. There's not a ton of value here. We're going to go through what we've got so far. We might add a couple more bets. So do make sure you check out our Google Sheets, which you can find on our YouTube and TikTok channel pages. It's docs.google.com/spreadsheet, and then scroll down to May 11th. So far, Thunder plus 0.5 in the first quarter, Thunder plus 1.5 in the first half, Thunder plus 3 for the game. SGA, I still can't believe FanDuel has it at 6+ assists. Hop on this one as quickly as you can because I assume it's going to 7, but he's averaging basically, let's say, 8.5 to 9 in this series. I expect him to pass the ball quite a bit here, a lot of open looks as they try to limit SGA's production in that one. So also Kyrie under 2.5 threes. That line has went down. It's been 3.5 now for multiple weeks and basically the whole playoffs. Under 2.5 is plus money though. You can get some sites still under 3.5, but you're going to pay a heavy tax on it juice wise. So we'll even go under 2.5 threes. Luka, even though he did hit 4 in the last one, it was his first one all playoff long. We're going to go back to the under 3.5 threes, just not as aggressively on that there. Luka under 51.5 par, points, assists, rebounds combined. Luka over 4.5 turnovers. Kyrie 6+ assists. He's been pretty good facilitator, I think, in this one as well. And Jalen Williams 20+ points in that one there. So let's go through these Thunder and Mavs bets one more time. Thunder +0.5 first quarter, +1.5 first half, +3 for the game. SGA 6+ assists. Luka under 51.5 par, over 4.5 turnovers, under 3.5 threes made. Kyrie under 2.5 threes, but 6+ assists. And Jalen Williams 20+ points in that matchup there. So like I said, it's getting a little tight. Points on these guys is right around the number, that they've shown so far in a couple games here. And they keep raising, obviously raising on the guys that keep scoring a little bit more or a little bit more production, and keep lowering on the guys that have been lower. So kind of tightening the neck. So tightening it up just a little bit on the book side. But we'll keep looking for player props in that one as we get closer to game time. So you make sure you check out those Google Sheets we mentioned. So next game up, it is at 5:30 out here in Phoenix, 8:30 Eastern time. Celtics, Cavs, line anywhere from 7.5 to 8-point favorite for the Celtics. In this one, they're about a -350 favorite. Total around 211.5. So let's break down game 2, shall we? I think ninth best shooting effort for the Cavs all season long, and in the bottom 5 for the Celtics all season long. I think that should pretty much sum up game 2. Evan Mobley, if he plays like that every game, he's going to be dominant. The thing is with Evan Mobley, you're not going to see him play like that every game. That's the upside of Evan Mobley that everybody was so excited about when they drafted him. And the floor is the problem. The floor is nowhere near the ceiling on that one. So he has a very low floor, but a very high ceiling. That's what we saw the ceiling. Don't expect to see that again. I don't expect the Cavs to shoot this well again. They shot, almost 50% from 3? Come on, it's the Cavs. They don't shoot that high a percentage, ever. They happen to hit it, and the Celtics look soft because they couldn't make a run on them, and they weren't shooting the ball well. I mean, Derek White went, 1 for 8 from 3? How many times have we seen that in the playoffs? 0. Derek White's been nothing but an ATM for us all playoffs long. So, yeah, we lose a game with Derek White, but guess what? This is where, betting-wise, if you lose a game, going back the game after a lot of times can help. But I don't know. This series looks exactly like the first series against the Heat for the Celtics. They blow them out in game 1. Game 2, the other team has the unreal shooting night. And guess what happened the rest of the series? The Celtics absolutely stepped on their throat, punched them in the mouth. We expect the same here. So I will give you a heads up. If you like the Celtics, 7.5 is still available on ESPN Bet. That's where we went to get 7.5, as a lot of our other books were at 8 already. So just a heads up on that one. Obviously like the 7.5 number better than 8, because now we only got to get to 8, win by 8 rather than win by 9 on that one there. So let's give you so far what we've got in the Celtics and Cavs here, game 3 here on this one here. So we've got the Celtics -2.5 first quarter, -4.5 in the first half, -7.5 for the game. Derek White over 17.5 points and 4+ threes and over 24.5 par. Jason Tatum, who hasn't hit 42.5 par the whole damn playoffs, all of a sudden they decide to raise on DraftKings, they raise it to 43.5 par. Ding, ding, ding. We'll take the under on that one as well. Thank you very much on that. Even in the last game where he was going well over that pace, guess what happened? He couldn't make a bucket in the fourth quarter, and next thing you know, he's sitting for a majority of it because they're down 20+. Same thing's going to happen, I believe, in this game. They're going to be up 20+, and they're going to be sitting again. I don't really expect to see a tight ball game at all in this series. We saw the Cavs blow them out. I expect 2 or 3 more blowouts headed the Cavs' way on that one. So the Celtics to blow them out in 3 more games, and then the series is over in 5. Typically what we've seen so far with the Celtics. So that's what we saw in the first series against the Heat. Expect to see more of that here in this series as well. So also, Donovan Mitchell over 2.5 turnovers. He's pretty consistent around 3. They finally moved off the 3.5 number, now bringing it down to 2.5. But we like him to turn the ball over 3 times this one as well. So let's give you those Celtics and Cavs plays that we've got one more time. Celtics minus 2.5 in the first quarter, minus 4.5 first half, minus 7.5 for the game. Derek White over 17.5 points. Derek White 4+ threes. Derek White over 24.5 par. Like I said, Tatum under 43.5 par, points, assists, rebounds combined. Mitchell over 2.5 turnovers. So I mentioned the Google Sheets. That's a ledger of all of our bets. We have multiple places for you to find those. So let me tell you where. Channel pages on TikTok and YouTube. It'll be docs.google.com/spreadsheet. Or at the end of every episode that we do on YouTube, you'll find it in the link there in the comment section as well. Same link. All you have to do is click that link. If you want the basketball bets, you want to go to the basketball 23-24 season, scroll all the way down to May 11th. You'll be able to find all of those bets there. Make sure you check that out. That's our reference sheet. That way you can see it. Like when people ask for best bets, it's really simple to kind of follow along. Just go to the bets we bet the heaviest. Those are our best bets, right? So make sure you check that out when you get some time. And as always, if you want to make life simple to find us, all you have to do is subscribe or follow us on whatever social media platform you're watching us on. It makes life simple. Once you hit that subscribe or follow, will show up in your subscription or followers tab on that one as well. And if you want to make life even easier, turn on those notifications for YouTube or TikTok and get a notification sent to your phone or device to let you know Sports Bets for Free has dropped a new episode of bets. Give you plenty of time to match those up with your bets and give you that ton of confidence you need heading to the betting app or betting window. We do appreciate everybody's support as always, and look forward to seeing you on the next episode.